I've always thought that I have an AI component in my brain, and then out came OpenAI, and I realized, oh, it's beyond just like the GPT. It's what makes it work because it's really mileage, and it's having done so many of these and spoken to so many investors and seen so many trends go and come and come and go over the past 20 years that it really lends to my ability to just put it all together.
Is there like a process or a framework that you follow, like to get all of this complex
Yeah,
data from all, like there's technical information, then there is all this data that comes through the founders and things like that, and you kind of pull it into a
absolutely.
story.
Right. So, I mean, I'll show you what it looks like the four acts of the play. But my clients will get from me a cheat sheet and a template that will help them pull their data into this framework that I want them to fill out. And then once they do that, they can send it to me and I can review it. And then it makes it really clear for me where they're at, what's missing, what they still need to do, and then so each of the components. So in the book I made it very clear how I want them to put the act together. And so I've and you know what? Maybe we'll give the link to the prep work to your listeners so that they can try it too. But really it's about putting it all together in a way. I tell them it doesn't have to be written nicely. It just has to be there so that I can review it. Sometimes people will send me a deck that is like, oh my God, 80 pages long, 80 slides, and just teeny tiny writing. And I'm just like, oh, no, 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 no. I'm not a weed puller. You don't want to pay me to be weeding your garden. Weed it out, bring the core, the essence, and then let's build from there because you don't need all of this stuff. You don't need all this extraneous things and the excels and everything. It's just it's a big
Mm.
headache. And the tendency is, okay, I better put everything in so they don't think I have not covered everything. And then nobody's going to read through and sift through your weeds. Nobody wants that. They want the bouquet of flowers.
Right. And I believe whatever pre-work you're sending, like there is a part of that storytelling that starts with the right questions and then getting answers to those questions rather than your example of like pulling the weeds out.
100%. It's all about them. It is not about us. It's about understanding what the audience wants to hear, what their questions are, what their concerns are, where and then weaving it together. So each of my four acts is made up of a series of questions. And then in the back of the book, I put in a whole section on questions about market trends and opportunities, questions about traction, questions about your value prop, things that if it's not directly in, you can either embed in or be ready to answer when they ask you. A lot of times people be super ready for their pitch, but not ready for the
Mm.
questions. And you have to be prepared for that as
Right,
well.
right. Yeah, I feel like it's important to articulate, like you said, the answers and like what is in your head out there. It may not be perfect, but it is a way to sort of get your thoughts out there to somebody like you who can then help sort of weave it the right way.
Look, I mean, people will already feel relieved even after filling out the pre-work because it's like, oh, finally, I'm clear on so many things. It's like you can't focus. I don't know about you. Like it's very hard for me to focus if the house is a mess. So I kind of need things in orderly fashion, and then I can just kind of like, okay, now I can focus. You don't. If you have mess all around and data and things that are not organized, how can you possibly pull out a good
Mm.
story? So it's about cleaning things and being very clear what should be in there, and then it's cooking it and connecting all the
Yeah.
dots.